And now we are live. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Adrian here from Adrian Mateo Drones. Another Saturday has arrived. Thank you so much for the love and support. I noticed that the chat is already lit up a little bit. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Hey, Matt, it's Drone World. I apologize, buddy. Did not send you an invite. That's my apology. I forgot. But one is on his way to you right now. Thank you so for being here. I really appreciate it. If you just give me one moment and I'll send it to you. Getting a little couple of messages. I don't know what the heck is going on. Okay, so let's see here. Sorry about that. I already sent it to you, Recovery One Drone Dre. I already sent it to you. I don't know what the hell you didn't get it. You were one of the first people I sent it to. Hold on, let me send it to you again, Dre. What the hell is going on? I sent it to you. Matter of fact, I sent it to you Thursday. There you go. There you go, Dre. I sent it to you again, sir. Because obviously the first one you said it did not work. Apologize about that, ladies and gentlemen. My co-host talking about I did not send him an invite, and I know I did because I sent it to him on Thursday when I actually first went ahead and set up the stream ahead of time. Anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a couple of guests in the background. We are waiting for one more that's supposed, hopefully he will show up. While I'm waiting for my co-host, Mr. Draymond Crawford, let me give him a few minutes. Let me actually go ahead and send him a message real quick. Let's see here. All right. All right. While I'm waiting for him to go ahead and come on in, let me go ahead and say hi. Hey to the chat. We have Mr. Jody Jones Shots, number one. We got Paul Wedgenbig. Thank you for popping in. We got Mr. John Carroll flying. JC flying. We got One Vision Aerial. We got Mr. E Drone. Thank you for popping in. We got Mighty Drone World. We got Mr. Wayne B, USA Drone Flyer Captain Joe America. We got Mr. David, Easy Drone Dude. Thank you for popping in. Mr. Crowley on his drones. We got Nappy FPV. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate the love and support. And he finally showed up. What's going on, my dude?
Not much, man. I don't know what you're talking about Thursday. I haven't got nothing. I got the stream here. You sent me one. Okay, Thursday at 7
Yeah, I
something.
sent it to you on Thursday, the same link that I just sent you.
Yeah, whatever.
Let me go ahead and say hi to Mr. Brent from Eat More Possum. We got Mr. One Vision Aerial. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Anyway, Dre, how's your day going, sir?
Hey, day's not too bad. Got a chance to get another Phantom up and running today. And
Okay. Is that one
so,
you got fixed or one that you were trying to get it up and running?
well, I bought it off somebody else and just had to do some updates on it. And then he had a ND filter that was stuck on the lens. So I had to break out some vice grips to get it off and stuff.
Oh,
So I
wow.
pretty much destroyed the ND filter, but I got it off and got the regular lens on there. I already got an extra set of ND filters myself,
Okay.
so it wasn't a big deal on that. But I wanted to get that one off because I may not want to use that ND filter, so
Yeah.
I got that off, and everything else worked just fine. So I can't complain too much.
Good to know. We got Mr. Bob Casey, Ariel in the house. Thank you, Bob Casey, for popping in. Let me go ahead and bring in Mr. Aldia from Time to Fly. How you doing, buddy?
Oh,
You got us
that's
on mute,
Mister.
man. You got us
That's
on mute,
Mister.
Aldias.
Yeah, he's on mute.
You got us on mute, dude. Anyway, let me go ahead and bring. How you doing, Mr. Jim Beauchart?
Yeah.
Hey, brother Toothpick.
I know, right?
Hi, fellas.
How you doing, man?
Doing super well today. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
Good,
Aldia,
good.
you still got us on mute, bro.
Yeah, he's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I do have one more person that waiting for him to go ahead and see if he will show up. One person that I actually invited to the show. He
Mm-hmm.
did tell me he was going to be here, so I guess I'm giving him little bit of extra time to pop in. I don't see him on yet, so we'll see. But anyway, while we wait for that to happen, um, Mr. Jim Bosher, you had a little bit of an adventure, or I should say, a bad
I had.
accident that you actually have with one of you with your Phantom, by the way.
Yeah.
And I would like for you to go ahead and kind of elaborate a little bit and let us know what happened to the drone and what you think happened to the drone.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind reliving my
Do
pain.
you
And
by any chance have it there so you could show us?
it's shit. I should have thought of that, but it's over
Okay,
there.
well, go ahead. Tell us the story.
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to say, Dre, I
Yes,
love
sir.
you. I love your GQ little short clips that you make there. You are professional, good looking, well dressed, the top of the game. You are such a gentleman.
Blah, 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 freaking blah.
It's a joy to watch you.
By the way, since you're already done blowing smoke of his whatever, I want to tell you, first of all, that the way he actually rocking that GoPro camera, he really doing a good job with the little
Oh,
short.
yeah.
He really is. Hey, Jim Bosher, by the way, I believe that he's actually bringing out the old school clothes that he actually had back in the 1960s and 1950s. So them bitches still fit. They still fit.
They're back in fashion now, too.
Well, like I said, men don't have fashion. Men have style.
Okay, all right,
Okay.
all right. Well,
So I say women go with fashion. They go whatever's popping. Men have a style, and each man has his own style. It ain't for everybody, you
I
know.
hear you.
So
Let me go ahead and say hi to Mr. Dominic from Northside Hog. We also got Mr. Uncle Bill Toys. How you doing, bro? Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. And let me actually send the link. Anyway, go ahead.
Every girl's
Jim,
crazy
tell us the
about a
story.
well-dressed man. Okay. We were flying. John from Unlimited Vertical and Gary from Brant Aerials, we had a little mini meetup, the three of us, a couple of Mondays back. And we were in not a national park, but kind of like a conservation area where flying was okay. And because there was no buildings, no steel, nothing around to interfere with any kind of radio waves or frequency, couldn't figure it out. So Gary flew first, and he had his fly app kept crashing because the fly app sucks, as we all know.
Sometimes it does. I really do.
Yeah. So he landed. John went for a rip in his FPV, no problem. And then I fired up my Phantom 4 Pro. And on the picnic table beside us, I also had my DJI Osmo 4 with my cell phone in it. So, it's the gimbal for your camera. And I had that recording us. So I take off 10 feet, go forward, go back, go left, go right, just to test my controls, make sure everything's okay. It's good. So I hit the record button on my drone, and I go up, and I go up straight. And after the fact, I found out that I was 116 feet in the air and 136 meters away. So clearly still in visual line of sight. Because the three of us were talking, I didn't hear my remote control. And once again, I didn't find this out until I reviewed the videos a couple days after, because I was still pretty hot. I didn't want anything to do with it. And it was saying connectivity low or connectivity alarm. But, it repeated it, and I did not pay attention to it because we were talking.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at my remote control because it's the Pro Plus. I've got it right on there. I don't need my cell phone as the viewer. And I looked up, and that's just when I saw it fall and then bounce. And because of my mobility issues, John went to go get the drone. And he picks it up, and he starts walking towards me. And then he stops and turns around and goes back. And then he finally does come back. And he said he was bringing the drone to me when he noticed there's no camera. So he went back to pick up the rest of the debris field.
So you're saying the gimbal camera was not even on the drone no more?
Smashed, gone.
Yeah.
Just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And What he did find is 3.5 of the 4 propeller blades. Now, I remember one definitely was still connected. So we're all starting to piece together what's going on. And we thought that a propeller might have come off.
Yeah.
And I was pretty upset with myself because that would have been just poor maintenance of me doing my pre-flight check of making sure that the propellers were put on correctly.
Yes, sir.
But as you and I were speaking earlier today, Adrian, if you drop a propeller from 116 feet in the air, it's not going to flutter straight down. It's going to go somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably going to go ahead and do this or do, twirling.
Yeah, like a helicopter key from a
because it won't be able to balance itself.
Yeah. And so when he picked up the debris field and got the 3.5, that tells me that the props were still on it, at least till it hit the ground.
Yeah.
So now I'm starting to wonder what's going on. And then once again, with the connectivity alarm, if I would have caught it right away, naturally the smart thing would have been to bring it right home.
Of course.
But the fact that it didn't, and my video, it was in the hover, and then it's just stopped recording. So, we thought maybe it lost power. But once again, when he brought me the bird, the battery was still on, and it was still engaged, where I had to hit the 2 buttons to pull it out of the drone.
So wait a minute. So if you say the drone disconnected from the remote, I know when it comes to my experience before with many of my drones that and they don't even have to specifically be DJI because I got several different models from these different drones. But I have them all set up that if it does disconnect, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, Dre, that if it disconnect, they automatically will return back to you and return to home if that's the way you have it set up.
That's
right?
That's what I'm pissed off at. Why didn't it come back?
Well, it always going to depend upon what the malfunction is.
Yeah.
If it's just a regular disconnect, it will come back. But if you have a mechanical failure, it's going to crash.
So I got to thinking like a day or two after the fact, and at the start of the story, I started telling you that I also had the DJI Osmo 4 on. So with the DJI drone, I don't know this, I'll admit it. I was an ID 9T, and I've now graduated to an ID 10T. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an idiot.
Now, when it comes to the Phantom 4, it works under the DJI Go 4 app. But
Yep.
the Osmo Pocket you're using does not use that app. It uses the DJI Go app, right?
And the drone would be OcuSync. So, but I'm wondering if there was some kind of interference from the other DJI Osmo 4 frequency or something.
I mean, it's a theory to look at, but I'm still looking at the point that, I don't own any Osmos, so I can't say what they do or don't do or what signals they put out. But if it's just a signal issue and the drone was just disconnected, after about a minute, it will return to home if it's disconnected from the controller. Yeah. That's the way it's set up. So unless that Osmo sent out a signal to make that thing disengage, in other words, people say they inadvertently hit the sticks inward, down and inward, and shut the drone off inadvertently, and it came down and crashed. That's what I'm saying. Unless that Osmo sends a signal to replicate that motion of the sticks, there's nothing else I can think of that would cause that drone to act the way it did.
I'm fairly confident.
Hey, brother Rocket White, how you doing, buddy?
I didn't do that because, like I say, I was flying, and that's the purpose. Yeah. But even if you do that, would that stop the camera?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think you had a mechanical failure. Based upon the information you tell me, something mechanical went out on that. Just like Chris Hope, a prop came apart. Yeah. The cap of the prop came apart, And once that happens, you're out of balance. You lose the prop. Drone comes down. It's a mechanical failure. That's all that is. So that's my thinking is all you can do is actually did the SD card stay intact with the drone?
Well, yeah, and that's why I got that.
Okay.
3 seconds of flight. But
right. Well,
and I see Lon's talking about the flight logs, which would
that's
be
what.
card.
That's okay. My next question.
I think that's once again the ID10T. I got the video from it. Never thought twice about anything else. So I think I deleted the SD card.
Yeah.
So we'll never know.
Yeah, as I said, the flight logs will tell you exactly what happened and what. In other words, it could have been a series of warnings before it actually crashed or whatever.
He did say, Dre, at the beginning of the story that he did get those warnings, but I guess because they were in the background talking, he probably did not hear it or pay attention.
Yeah.
But after he viewed the video, he did went ahead and noted that it was actually warning him something about disconnection from the remote. Am I right, Jim?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I mean, even a disconnection from the remote doesn't really explain
exactly, and that's what I was telling him.
Like I said, if it said disconnect power, that tells me a battery disengaged, and yeah, it will come down. Just like I've had one do that, where the battery disengaged slightly, and it came down like a pancake, dude.
I'm ruling that out because even after it crashed and bounced, the battery.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, you said that. I heard you say the battery was still intact inside the area. So I'm like,
wow. Was the battery still on?
Yes. Both the drone battery and my remote control were fully charged the night prior.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Without the flight logs, it is a shot in the dark. I would still put my money on a mechanical failure and see what happens at that point. Because
I don't think necessarily he's saying that it is DJI fault, Lon, but it is something to think about. I mean, the drone malfunction. I mean, hell, like Dre said, it could be a mechanical failure. It could have been the prop that actually happened. It could have been that. It could have been anything. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Once again, Lon is saying the logs are saved on the drone. I don't need to record them. Well, yeah, I know, but they would have been on the SD card, which I've deleted.
Well,
are they? Because I'm an idiot here, and I'm
I'm just thinking that I know what we're using. Okay, you had a built-in screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you plug that built-in controller into, I'm trying to think here on the spot.
So wait a minute, you actually have
the log. I'm thinking the logs are still in the controller themselves.
I tried looking for it, but once again, I'm not sure, and to figure out what to get.
Yeah, well, I can say
come up.
It'll be if you plug the controller in through the USB connector on the bottom of the controller. They got the regular USB, the large one, then the little small one, the real tiny one. You connect the real tiny one to a computer, it will go through the internal memory of the controller.
All right. Well, I do need to try that. I haven't yet.
Yeah. Try that, and it should be somewhere. It may be in the log itself, log txt, as a text file or something else in there. But that will give you the internal memory of the. And Lon can probably correct it if I got this wrong. That there you can't access the logs through the controller through the tiny USB B micro connector on the controller.
When I hook it up to my computer, what am I looking for?
You're going to look for a set of file folders, and it's going to say DJI. It might be under DJI, and it'll say something. It should say something about log, and it should be. I think it's log.txt.
Okay.
I'm saying
looking for.
Wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, Jim, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Dre, but you sound like you have the Phantom 4 Pro Plus V2.0 with the one with the screen, which I do. I have that one as well. Okay. Now, I know that with that one, like Joe was telling you about the flight logs, I can actually go into my remote. It's going to be on the my profile, where it's going to have my picture on it, and it will tell you flight log. That's exactly where they're going to be at.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Not exactly in the app. It's going to be more on your profile, on your account that you set up with DJI on the remote.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to say my little folder along my taskbar, when I hit that, I've got all my desktop and all my different USB drives and everything like that. There should be a DJI Phantom drone file once I plug it in.
Correct. Well, let me say hi to a couple of people here. We got Steve 43068, Mr. Mike Kenny, James Morgan, Stephen Drones. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. Charles Galowski, thank you for being here, buddy. Appreciate the love and support.
Yeah, so that's an exercise I need to do. I have not done that yet.
Yeah, actually, I'm sure because the flight logs, like I say, it's like a redundancy. It stores it on the drone, and it also saves it in the controller.
Which is very easy to do. Again,
Yeah.
Jim, it's not.
It's
not hard.
Lon just verifying that it is on the controller.
It's literally because when you click on your profile, you're gonna say flight logs right there. You'll be able to see the big ass word says flight logs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to have a peek at that tomorrow morning.
I'm sorry that you had that problem, but everybody knows that Chris Hope actually had a issue with his.
Yeah.
Where it fell down and it was pretty much total loss, and he went ahead and sent it to DJI, and I think for like $400, he literally got pretty much a brand new one,
right?
Or a refurbished one that's pretty much like brand new. You might want to go ahead and get in contact with him and find out how much it will probably cost you. If it's going to be about that much, you're going to get a brand new one. Hey, why not go for it?
Yeah. So I was chatting with him about that, and he filled me in on what he did. So I contacted the DJI repair shop, which is about 40 minutes from my house. But
that's the one in Canada, right?
Yeah, close to Toronto. I'm very close to Toronto. DJI does not ship out the gimbal cameras or gimbal camera assemblies anymore. They said I'm going to have to go right to DJI. So I'm just not sure I want to send it off to China, or I have not made contact with them to inquire what my next step should be with them. If I have to send it back to them and they'll send me another one for, you say 400 US, that's like 600 Canadian. So if I get a new one for 600, that's a fair deal. I think I'll certainly do that, but I probably won't be doing that till the springtime or close to it, because once again, we've had an unusually nice week here in Canada, weather-wise, but I just, I wouldn't feel comfortable flying in the wintertime anymore just because of my issues that I have had.
What's going on, Mr. John and New Visuals? Thank you for popping in. Nappy FPV, thank you for being here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the distribution is in Canada, but I know if you send one in here in the United States, you never see anything back to China. It'll go to one of their distribution centers or authorized repair shops, and they'll determine right there on the spot if it's something repairable, or they'll, like I say, 9 times out of 10, they'll just send you a refurbished one back.
Yeah, I see Wayne sent his to California, so now I'm going to get in touch with him to get the information from him, what he did, so I can do that.
Yeah, I just said that I had my Maverick 2 Pro. I had to send mine to Texas.
Yeah,
we got it back in about a week and a half later. I got it back. It was a completely new drone.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, Big Water UAV, thank you for popping in, buddy. Really appreciate it. Hey, Lee, Yellow Rose Drones, thank you for popping in, sir. Really appreciate the love and support. Mika Steve, how you doing, buddy?
And I was
Harley FPV Greg, thank you for popping in, sir. Mr. Brent Nunley, JSK Leonard, thank you for popping in, sir. Really appreciate the love and support. Hey, guys, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up on the stream. I really appreciate it. I know that Dre was late, but he's always late as usual,
Yeah, the last time I was on here, Dre didn't have the link to the stream as well. So I'm starting to think there's a common denominator here, Adrian.
So let me go ahead and say hi to Mr. Kent. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. We got Mr. Michael Belge. Thank you for popping in. Hugo Vista area. Hey, buddy. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate the love and support. Now, Jim, you're supposed to be on my side. What are you
Oh,
doing?
man, we're all on the same
I
side.
was just literally giving you props about where you're gonna find your flight log, and you're gonna talk shit behind my back.
Yeah. No, he's right in front of your face.
Actually, you're right in front of my face. Never mind.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing, Lisa? LA Shadow, The Adventures of Ways. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it.
Good deal. Good
Yeah,
deal.
I was
You
walking
actually
around
had
here.
quite a scare, man. Holy crap.
Hi,
Well,
Kenny.
I do hope that soon you get that sucker fix. By the way, did you have the original OEM battery on that sucker? Did you have one of those third-party one like I have?
No, I believe it was the original because I've got 3, and I always start with the good one,
Okay.
the real one.
Hey, Dominic, Northside Hawk, thank you for popping in, buddy.
I was walking around here with such a long face. I think Santa knows what I want for Christmas now anyway.
And we got Mr. Scott Nadal. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it.
Avada.
Support.
Avada. I thought you were gonna say the classic.
Well, I don't know. I'm torn.
I saw the DJI Mavic 3 Classic in person, Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Not impressed with it.
What do you mean? It looks just like the one you got.
My Mavic 3 is literally doing circles around that thing. Don't get me wrong, it looks all right, but compared to mine, nah.
Dude, only difference is like y'all go out and buy a car. You got the one with the V8, and that one's got a 6-cylinder.
And if you notice, the name of this show is basically let's talk about the new DJI drones, right?
Well, Al didn't make it,
Dre,
dude.
Hold on, Dre. We've been waiting for Mr. Time to Fly, Mr. Aldias, to pop in
I
so he could talk to us about it. Now he finally went ahead and finally showed up. Now let's hear what his bullshit excuse was.
No, well, first you gotta properly introduce the grand poobah of the DJI family now and stuff.
Now arriving, Mr. Time to Fly, aka Aldias, who happens to lie the shitty ass New York Jets.
Yeah,
how you doing, buddy?
All I got to say this for Al get started. I mean, it's one thing to get one drone, but Al went boss style and bought both drones. Yeah. So that's Grand Poobah. That's what Al Grand Poobah Diaz. He picked up both drones, not one, both of them.
I thought about getting your M30T, but I didn't have the nuts to do it.
Well, like I said, you pretty much bought it. You bought 2 drones that's even, I would say, a step up, because I said that regular Enterprise can do mapping. The M30T doesn't do mapping as well as that Mavic 3 Enterprise.
Let me see.
It doesn't have that mechanical shutter.
Let me see how to Mr. Jim Cronin again, Yellow Rose Drone.
Yeah.
Who else did I just see pop? Oh, we got Mr. Chris Hope. Hey, Chris Hope, thank you for popping in. I did send you a link if you want to pop in, Chris Hope. I really appreciate it. Now, Aldias, talk to us about your Mavic 3 Enterprise RTK and the thermal. Talk to us a little bit about it. And by the way, thank you for letting me know about the new update that came out for the Mavic 3. I really appreciate it. Can you walk us through a little bit?
Everything's great, man. I love the Mavic 3. It's a great drone. It's a great platform. Everybody knows. We recently had firmware for the regular versions, and I do have 2 of those. And it's just great. And I stepped up and did the Dre thing and furthered my business. I didn't quite step up to his class and got into the bigger bird, but no, it's paying for my buck, and definitely going to use it and hopefully get return on my investment.
Now, when it comes to both drones, Aldias, the both Enterprise, they both come with the beacon light already installed on it, right?
They do. You want to see it, huh?
Dude, you got the drone. Let us see the damn drone.
It's a miniature of what Dre's Big Bird is. Compact light. This one is the Enterprise. So you got the beacon in the back.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. It fits the regular OEM batteries. I think what the best thing about this is we don't have that jock strap anymore.
Yeah.
This is a cool little attachment. Just press
gimbal
in.
cover, yeah.
And the gimbal cover, and pull out like that, and there it is. This actually the thermal, guys.
That's the thermal one. Okay.
This is the thermal. I thought it was the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Now when with that thing on top, that's where you plug in your other attachment, that little
your
thing
attachment, RTK speaker, things of that nature. I ordered the RTK. That should be coming whenever it gets into DroneWorks. But hey, you guys looking for drones? Go to DroneWorks because those guys do great business and they look out for their customers. That's all I'm going to say. And Dre, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I second that 100%. I second that. Good people.
Yeah, great people, great people. Yeah, I took it on a test run, the Enterprise, Dre, and that shutter was firing 150 in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and it was a top speed of 54 miles an hour.
Wow.
And the wind was gusting pretty hard that day.
Yeah.
I stitched the image together and I thought it was bleeding into like other parts of the image, but what it was the trees, the top of the trees moving, so it gave that little blur effect. But for the speed it was moving and the time I shot that, it was pretty impressive.
Great job, man. We're gonna check out that video later on, buddy.
That's awesome, man. Well, I heard that sound, that shutter going off, man. I said that's like money in the bank right there.
Yeah, I left that.
Now, Aldias, that little video that you uploaded, the little short, when you were doing that mapping, were you using the actual Mavic 3 Enterprise or you were using the regular Mavic 3?
No, I was using the Mavic 3, the Enterprise.
Okay.
The one with the larger sensor, the 4/3 sensor.
Because the thing is that you never posted on the actual, you never said nothing that it was the actual Mavic 3 Enterprise. You only said Mavic 3.
Now you go critiquing.
Now, see, Al, the thing is here, folks who know their drones would know that the regular Mavic 3 don't do mapping.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know.
You know, don't you own one?
Dre, I do not fly drones for a living, sir.
No, so you do own a Mavic 3, and you know that thing did not take pictures like that at that rapid pace. I do
own the Mavic 3, yes, but not the RTK Enterprise.
No, he was shooting that with the Mavic 3 Enterprise, not the RTK, not the thermal one.
Not the
thermal one. The thermal one doesn't have a mechanical shutter,
so it wouldn't be able to fly as fast and take as.
Well, they're both Enterprise. So
they're both Enterprise.
M3T and the other one is the M3 Enterprise. So it's
okay, got it.
Right.
Mavic 3 Enterprise Thermal, Mavic 3 Enterprise.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Now that we got that out of the way, hoorah for you. So are you gonna? You say you're gonna use that one for your jobs now. So you're gonna sell your other drones, Aldias?
I sold the Evo 2 Pro. I think you guys know that already.
Are you going to get rid of your
Phantom? No, I'm not getting the V2, Phantom 4 Pro V2. No, I'm not getting rid of that. No way.
You did say you were going to now, so you're not going to do it no more.
I never told you I was. I told you I was going to sell the Evo 2 Pro. Now you put words in my mouth.
Well, maybe a little birdie, somebody else told me, and I don't know who it was then. Okay.
Was that the birdie on your hat?
No, the bird that I'm looking at, Mr. Draven Crawford, I think he did.
No, I didn't say anything about. I don't get Now's business. I don't get Now's business. I told you I have some stuff I may depart with.
Like well, Dre's got more Phantom 4 Pros than anyone has, so I could see.
I already put up my Mavic Pro stuff up on what's that site Johnny got up? Swap, Facebook Swap Market or something like that.
Drone Swap.
Yeah, drone swap. Not yet. I got 4 batteries, a set of Polar Pro cinematic ND filters. What else is that little thing? There's about a bunch of stuff, but 4 good batteries and stuff. I said, anybody want it for $150? You could take all of it. If I got to part it out, the price is going to go up.
How many Phantoms do you have, Dre?
I have 4.
4 Phantom 4s.
Yep. Phantom 4s. Yep.
Sounds like you have an abundance of a bird that I want.
No,
hey, Captain Ray, how you doing?
This is actually a bird, Londinard. It's not a freaking X. It's a bird.
It's not an X. It's a bird. That's what he tells everyone.
What's going on, Gary? Mr. Brown Ariel, thank you for popping in, buddy. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Ray Kelly? How you doing, sir? Thank you for popping in.
Yeah, I may start to unload one or two of my Phantoms. Uh, we'll see. We'll see what
I saw
happens.
the guy who bought my Evo 2 Pro has a company where they set up like they tether drone. Well, the Evo 2 Pro, they have some
Hmm.
tethering system and they launch it at football games in the state of Louisiana and down in the South. And
Wow.
apparently, schools have been purchasing his tethering to the
Hmm.
Evo 2 Pro. He says he buys used Evo 2 Pros and sells it with the kit, and he's
Hmm.
turning for a huge profit. I was shocked to hear that.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't,
cool.
yeah, I didn't care as long as I unloaded it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I hear you that, man. I hear that. Yeah, I kind of looking to see almost sell mine to somebody local and stuff. It's almost like with me and my drones, it's almost like like family in a way. You had them for a while, you want to make sure they go to a good home and not get abused and stuff, or at least something.
Like a redheaded stepbrother.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not like I flew all the time or very often, but it wasn't until mine was gone that I'm really missing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I got that one I picked up real cheap, and I got it out today and just flying it. This is like get that little Christmas feeling all over again. So ooh, it's like, oh, this is flying wonderful.
Now, Aldias, are you thinking about getting that classic, the Mavic Classic?
no, why would I want
What do you
that?
need that for?
It's
I
the
don't
same
know.
as
I
the
mean,
other one.
Aldias do like his Mavic 3s now.
My name is Al, not Adrian.
Yeah.
Jim, you fly
So,
P4P, right? I seen your video,
I used to.
right? Oh, what happened to it?
La boom. I crashed.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it certainly did.
yeah, he had a mysterious crash. He was talking about it while you were getting your connection fixed, or Al. He had some kind of disruption and it went down. So until he
Now,
get
if I'm not mistaken, I believe the body broke, or was it the arm?
No, the arms were fine. Just the propeller. Oh, sorry, the arm did get. Let me get it so I can show
Send
you.
it into
Get that pin
DJI. They
too.
won't charge you much. I remember you remember when mine came crashing down and I put the mast props on, the master air screw props the first time in front of my house, and they went up. And before I know it, the drone was on the ground and crashed. They only charged me $299 to get it fixed and turned around. And I think
yeah.
this guy had the same thing happen to him, Chris, and he had it worked on. I think they did it for $399. Of course, mine was almost like a year ago. So
Yeah.
Hey guys, again, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up on the stream. I really appreciate it. I think we have over 30 people watching.
30 people were bored.
Let's see here. There it is.
Yeah, here it is. That one kind of
It's got a little bit of a,
dinged
it's
up
got
there.
is that a crack up near the battery casing?
Yeah, like I say, it was lusted. There's a crack right there. The
Wow.
grass is still wedged in there. And
Yeah.
that got there when the battery was still engaged.
I hate to ask again, and you're probably getting sick of telling people the story. So, did you hit something? Did it fall from the sky?
Nope,
Or
it just fell straight down, 116 feet down.
bitch, that's the same thing that happened. Yeah, mine did the same thing, man. I wonder if it got caught in prop wash, bad air, and just kind of like took a nosedive. Never had an answer for mine. What happened to it?
My video stopped. It just 23 seconds into it.
Appreciate it, Lee. Wow, that's pretty horrible, man.
Yeah.
Well, it took me a few months before I actually sent mine to DJI because I didn't think DJI would replace it or repair it or send another one. And they actually did. So I guess when you're ready, they'll take that.
Thank you for popping in. I'm Greg Harley, FPV. I really appreciate it, sir.
Yeah, I need to send it in to somebody. I'm still gathering information to see what to do with it.
Have you called DJI?
No, I haven't. I just
It's a pain in the ass when you call them.
emailed a repair center close to my place, and they said
Oh,
the DJI doesn't send out the cameras or the gimbal assemblies anymore, so I have to send it directly to them. So I don't understand what the difference is between this repair service or a service that I'm going to have to send it to in the States.
Hmm.
If in fact that's what I do.
Yeah, I think you if you probably go online, you could start a case on it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
they'll give you a case number on it.
Yeah,
I think it lasted 30 days. They give you 30 days. Once you get a case number, give you 30 days to send it in.
To make the choice.
Yeah. So I'll probably wait till the new year to start all that paperwork, getting that shit organized. All right, make me small, man. Getting paranoid.
Yeah. That's because Adrian's multitasking. He's cooking. He's fucking doing Facebook.
I'm actually looking at the chat and I'm trying to read if anybody have any questions, anything to say.
Oh, we got a
and then we also had a girl 6'9" something that night, but actually went ahead and put the ass to sleep. So
yeah, I told her I was going to be on the stream, so she popped in.
it's pretty well. Wait a minute, hey Jim, is that the one you sent me earlier or yesterday? That's the one. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah. If she'd call me, I wouldn't give her away to anybody else. I'll tell you that.
You won't do that, would you?
No.
So when are you gonna start integrating that Mavic 3 Enterprise into your workload, Al?
Next week. At my
Next
Napa
week?
gig, gotta map it out. Yeah, I've been using Phantom 4 Pro for that, but
right.
I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna transition to the Enterprise. Start doing that.
Okay, that's cool.
The thermal. I'm taking that level 1 thermography course. November 29th, I start the online course.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah.
What's that about? What's it about? 1,800?
It was 2,200, and it was like a 31-day in advance special. You get like $300 off. So I just did it, man.
I hear you. Sometimes you got to take that step, leap of faith.
Yeah, pretty much. If I'm gonna invest in something, it's gonna be in myself.
Now, Althea, when it comes to the 2 Enterprise you were telling me that the way they're built, they actually a lot better built, like tougher.
They just seem. You probably know Dre or maybe Ron out there because
I don't know if we can tell the difference on the camera, can we?
They just feel like they're. You can't tell the difference. Maybe the sound.
It feels.
The sound. It just doesn't feel as plasticky as the other ones.
Yeah. Okay.
It just seems like it's made better. I don't know. It could be more stuff in it, and it's just heavier. I don't know. It just seems like it's better.
It's got that new drone smell.
It's got that new drone smell. I was like Adrian. I slept with both of them like for 2 nights straight. I was licking them up in the bed too, man. They were loving it. I was loving it.
Whoa, TMI.
Hey, one thing I do like about those drones, that they do come with the smart controller, number 1, and it comes with a nice hard case.
It does, and the hard case is not big and bulky like the other. I mean, I wish the screen was bigger, but that's the next step. That would have to step up to Dre's level.
Yeah. Now, a quick question for you. Now that are you using Drone Deploy for that Napa job?
I was using Drone Deploy on the Phantom 4 Pro, and
okay.
I tried. Well, I did actually got the what's it called? The beta firmware for it.
Right. That's what
I'm a little bit hesitant. I haven't downloaded because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to put anything on there that probably shouldn't be on there yet. So I'm just going to go with the OEM. That's what I've been testing. I've been testing out in the field, and I kind of like how it's easy to figure out. So that's classic. I think if you have an Air 2S and you're ready to step up to a 4.3 sensor, bigger sensor, and I don't know, do it. You got the money, go for it. I love
the reason why I asked that question, Al, is that I know even with the controller you have, it is not compatible with any other Mavic 3.
No, it's not. It's not compatible yet, but it should be. You would think maybe down the line, 6 months, a year and a half.
Well, being an enterprise drone, they kind of keep those separate from the rest of the line. You would think they would, but like I said, just like with the 300 and my controller. They have yet to let those two come together. And just like the controller I have doesn't bump down to the Enterprise Advance or anything else. So it's just with that 30T. So that's what Adrian and I were talking about the other day about how you have all these different controllers now, and they're not being compatible with the full with one another, or I should say the full lineup of drones that has been offered.
DJI, I think it takes one upload that they could do. One upload.
Oh yeah. We all know that.
Change everything.
Yeah, we all know that. It's always possible. It just makes it convenient. But like I said, then they tick off half the community because everybody spent money getting that RC Pro, and then it only works with a certain drone or two. And then next, now they're pawning off that little low budget one, and then that's
RC.
The RC, which somebody had told me that if you're using the RC to fly the Mavic 3, that you still got to have the RC Pro to do any updates. The RC won't do the updates to the Mavic 3.
Oh, really?
Now maybe Lon or somebody else in the chat can correct me on that if I'm wrong, but that is the word I got, and that you still need to have the regular controller to the Mavic 3 to do any updates. The RC will not do the updates to the Mavic 3.
Well, Dre, even on the classic Mavic 3 Classic, it either comes with the regular remote for $15.99 or like $17.49 that comes with the Mini 3 Pro RC.
Dude, if I'm paying almost $2,000, give me the RC Pro.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that the days of flying with your phone are long gone.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if I fly with an iPad, it's with the Phantom 4 Pro because I'm using a third-party app. So
right.
That would be the only reason. Outside of that, it's all about the smart controller.
Yeah, and my only question is on that Napa job. Do you have a built-in panel flight with that?
No, you know what? I still have not. I'm flying those manually at every corner, and then at every build that they have, and I'm uploading those and stitching them together. PT GUI Pro, throwing them in Momentum 360 because I have an account with them. And like I said, I just put it all on a web page and send them all their assets.
Yeah, the ones I do, I just upload the shots. They do all their own stitching for the panels and for the shots, everything else. So yeah, because I had to go back. I had some wind last week, and I had to go back twice just to shoot the panel because the wind gust was so strong it was blowing the drone off the point a couple times. Yeah. And I said, man, they're just screwing it up.
Believe it or not, PT GUI Pro or even regular PT GUI, man, you do the stitching yourself. You could fix that stuff, adjusting control points and stuff like that.
How you doing, Susan Lee? Thank you for popping in, man.
Come out pretty good.
Right.
Now, wow. So, Elias, as you and I were actually talking earlier via text. So, when it comes to the RC Pro, you can or cannot upload any third-party apps to it.
I've never tried. There's no reason for me to do it. I'm assuming you probably could. Maybe an APAC, you could upload. I mean, Lon seems to be knowledgeable about that stuff.
Hey, Lon, do you know that if I can actually upload any third-party app on a DJI RC Pro, let me know, man.
Yeah, I've never done it. Never had the need to do it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was the big deal with the new one, with the enterprise version, because it was allowing you to download that drone deploy.
But that's beta right now. I don't know.
Right, it's beta now. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just that would be one of the first reliable downloads that DJI has let, probably since the inception of smart controllers.
And I do have to agree with Mike Kenny. For the price of that, it should come with a bigger screen, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys remember when Billy Kyle did that update and he had a button on his smart controller or RC Pro remote that allowed him to raise the nits on the new RC Pro remote? And I've yet to see that update. And nobody's ever mentioned anything about that. I could have dreamt the shit, but I'm pretty sure it was one of his videos that he showed it. It was a few months back. I'm just wondering if they would ever come out with the firmware or if anybody heard of it. I remember him talking about that. It raises the nits in the RC Pro remote from 1,000 to 1,200. I'm just curious.
It for what drone is that? Oh, sorry, I was typing.
He did
I
it.
was typing a
It's for the
message.
RC. No, the RC Pro remote. The RC Pro. You have it for your Mavic 3. You know.
Okay, and you could do one now.
There was, I remember him doing a video, and he had an up like a beta software, and in the beta software showed that if he pressed a button, it would raise the nits on the screen and make it brighter than 1,000. It would be like 1,200 nits. But this was a video he did a while ago.
Okay.
So nobody probably remembers that shit.
Well, that do make sense, Lon. I understand what you're saying too. If they're gonna make the screen bigger, the controller got to be bigger as well.
You like that new drone, Adrian? Are you gonna get the V3? With the bunny rabbit
The
ears?
Autel, nah. I'm not getting another Autel, dude. I'm just gonna stick with what I have. No. The chip with is gonna be the same type of drone, same design, same everything, just a different chip. Nah, no, thank you. Nope. I've been looking at the Avata, but just the drone itself, but not yet. If I do decide to get it anyway. Again, if I do, which I don't think I will. So, Jim, besides the drone that you crashed, do you have any other drone, or that's the only one you have?
Jimmy's droneless. I don't think I'm allowed to be friends with you guys anymore.
This community cannot let that happen. You gotta have a cause to donate, and get you a drone.
Oh God, no. I'll be fine. I'll be back at it sooner or later.
Do you have any other drone besides that one, Jim?
No.
Or that's the only one?
No, that's the only one. I had my first real drone was a Contixo F-18, and I sold that to somebody at work. And then that's when I advanced up to the Phantom 4 Pro 2 Christmases ago. So
okay,
great drone.
Wow. So you actually had it for a little bit now. You had it for a while.
Almost 2 years, yeah.
And this is the only time you actually had an accident with it?
I'm gonna say no, because I had one before. I was flying. I wanted to try an experiment, so I put the Phantom 4 up, and I brought it to me. And
He fucked up. Okay.
I walked toward it, and I tried putting.
Sorry, Dre. My allergy just keep messing with
Oh,
I wanted to clip my GoPro on it.
So yeah, I know it. I know it.
It interfered with the obstacle avoidance, and so it got screwed up. It went up, and then it started coming down. But the good news was it landed in about 2 feet of snow, so there was no damage on that one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I came down pretty hard. I got a video up on my channel for that drone crash for that one. Because I had a camera in the back of my car videoing the whole thing, and you just see it falling down. Once it got about 6 feet, then it slowed down, but it was still pretty hard.
Sorry, Jim. I'm just messing up. Bullshit. Okay. All right.
Adrian doesn't know about drone crashes. You got to fly a drone.
Actually, I crashed one. Actually, I'm sorry,
Did
2.
you? Oh, okay.
But only one got damaged.
Dropping it from the dresser doesn't count, dude.
I actually crashed my DJI Spark to a light pole really hard up 30 plus miles an hour on sports mode. I crashed the hell out of it. Nothing happened. Only the little body popped out, and that's pretty much it. Oh, 2 broken propellers.
Wow.
But the Mavic Air 2 is when I actually crashed into another tree with broke an arm. And then I fixed, not the arm, I'm sorry, the antenna portion, and I fixed it myself. I didn't have to set up DJI and spend all that money on it. Thank you, Susan Lee. I really appreciate it. Oh, by the way, this is a message for you from Gary, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to be flying a real drone if you're going to fly the Mavic Air.
The original one?
The original one. That's a beautiful drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, Ray Kelly. Again, just the drone itself, not the other BS. I already got the goggles, and I already got the remote for it anyway. Oh, yeah, and I did lose the Tiny Hawk that I did have. The same freaking the next day, I bought it. I flew it, and the wind just took
Oh,
it over, and I never got it back. Yeah, I did do that.
Oh man.
You sure it's not at your next door neighbor's house?
No, no, not that one. No, not that one. I actually saw that one going towards another property out of this, and I never recovered it. Never recovered it.
Man.
Because
Was it?
I was actually flying that drone inside my house, and I was doing pretty good, zipping around inside the house. But when I took it out, went up, sucker never came back. That gust of wind just took it, never came back, never came back.
You flew your FPV, your DJI FPV in your house. You're a nut for doing that.
Yeah, I've actually been around my house with my FPV one, no problem. Scared the hell out of me though, because it started blowing paper everywhere. But other than that, it was fine.
Shredding paper everywhere.
I mean, they were flying everywhere. And them propellers produce a lot of air, man.
Yeah.
Was
There's one thing I had to do this last week, Al. I had to, you talk about you get the stress cracks on the phantom around the motors.
Yeah, you know what? That happens on the legs and I noticed that too. From me grabbing it in the air. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh,
on your legs.
no,
Really?
I haven't had anything in my legs.
Oh,
I looked at my
yeah,
leg, but I noticed last week when I was flying that both motors in the back got stress fractures on the lower part of the shell. So I got the super glue out. Super glue out.
Infamous for that stuff.
Yeah, super glue out and filled it in, everything else, and went from there, man. So
is that on the black version you have, Dre? The black one?
Yeah, on the black one, yeah.
Adrian, why got to be about color?
Yeah.
There you go, show it, Jim.
Nothing. I was just looking at that
He's
because
looking for it. Yeah, look at the legs. Look at the legs and see if you see little hairline cracks, man. You got to really look at it. I've had it almost on every Phantom, and then as funny as it sounds, I've had it on my batteries too.
Because I didn't catch it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they've stopped making the Phantoms. Maybe because just the shell is just not like.
I mean, this is what I look at. This in the last year, and this I tell people about how much work I put on that drone. When I pull up my air data, right.
Oh.
See you later. Bye.
Yeah, looks like you went to
I don't know if I
data.
got the stress crack from anything else or from that actual crash, so I can't tell.
Where the hell did Dre go?
He went to air data.
Okay. He didn't have to leave the stream.
No, he didn't, but he probably hit a button.
Camera still works. Is that worth anything?
Dude, that's a great camera. Man, when mine fell from the sky, I was hurt like I lost a kid.
What the hell did you do, Dre?
I clipped the page.
Star Trek episode.
And I was what I was going to say is I have taken, because each year you do air data, your account loops back to zero for your next thing. On this current year, I've taken over 39,000 photos with that drone and over 3,000 videos.
Jeez.
So that's what I'm saying.
With that same one?
With that same drone.
Wow.
And that's what I'm saying, that the stress factor cracks just showed up this year, over this last year. So like I said, I put a lot of mileage on that drone. So I can't complain.
Question, Dre, in the app, can you see how many flights you've actually flown, and also how many miles you've actually flown with that drone?
Yeah, I'll pull it up right now that I do it the correct way. On this one right here, this current year, like I said, at 39,000 photos, 900 something videos, a total of 1,452 miles.
Wow.
Flight. Right. Yep.
And it can keep on going.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a total amount of time, air time, 187 hours.
And still going.
Oh yeah, it's still going.
And that's what that one, Dre, or do you keep it?
That's the best one of my group. That one, no matter what, it handles the wind better than all the rest of them. And that camera on that one, even though the rest of them are the same brand, same model, that one never fails me, dude. I put up some other ones, and I might get a blurry shot here or there. That one nails it every stinking time.
Is
Every
that
time.
the Obsidian one?
Yeah, that's the Obsidian one. Yep.
Notice how I didn't call it a color, Adrian. That
one nails it every time, man. So I can never complain about that drone. And like I say, when I know I gotta get a job done, get done right, that's the one I break out for sure.
I do like that black when you have the color look pretty good on it, pretty nice on it. I think the black color looks better than the white one.
Someone's selling one on Fan 4 forum or Pro forums. I think for $1,000. I seen it the other day.
Was that right?
Yeah, it's probably still up on there.
Yeah, there's a guy close to me out here in California. First, he was trying to get $1,200 for it, but the kicker was he wanted $200 to ship it.
And I'm like, he was doing the eBay thing,
right? And then I told a guy, I'll offer you $1,000. I'll come pick it up. He blew me off. He's been sitting on that drone for almost a month and a half. And I told him, I said, my best to do. You want too much money, and that shipping cost is outrageous. Nobody's gonna buy it. You charge him $200 for shipping.
Scam. He just wants $200. He doesn't have the drone for you to come pick up.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said I'll come pick it up. And I keep seeing this other
$50.
And I see another guy trying to get $2,000 out of one. I'm like, dude. I said, since the Mavic 3
was that a V2?
Yeah, it's a V2. But I said, but since the Mavic 3 Enterprise came out, most of the drones, the Phantom drones, the prices have been dropped.
Yeah.
You can get one now, especially a white one. You can get it for around $700-800, and that's talking about 2 to 3 batteries, ND filters, a lot of extras, around between $700 to $800 easy.
Let me say hi to a couple of people. We got Mr. Barkley, 107 Drones, Jetty is Flying Conic. How you doing, buddy? Mr. Mighty Drone World. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so I those guys been sitting on drones for quite a while. They probably bought them, thought they was going to flip it for a profit, and now they stuck with them.
I am actually getting better at it, Lon. How to find stuff, thanks to my little good buddy old pal named Aldiaz. I can actually call him anytime. He kind of helped me out, He talked a little shit to me first, but he eventually helped me out.
For stupid shit. Text him.
Actually, Jim.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat out, Dre. Actually, Aldiaz have actually become my technical support. This dude is amazing.
His questions are comical. That's why I have to respond.
You stupid
are you
son.
fucking
Is
serious?
you really gonna say that?
Read the manual, dude.
The Manuel.
The Manuel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing that gets frustrating when you.
How you doing? Hey, Art. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, sir. I really appreciate it. Mr. Johnny Drone Flyer.
What's up, Art?
Thank you for popping in, sir. Really appreciate the love and support.
Hey,
guys,
Johnny.
if smash the thumbs up on the stream, I really appreciate it. Now, Aldiaz, I am, dude. I know you don't have the DJI FPV one, but when it comes to the Avata, what kind of camera is that? Because the pictures in that thing look pretty nice, man.
What do you mean what kind of camera it is?
In other words, I mean, the DJI FPV camera that I have in mind is okay, but the video could be shitty. You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure it's the same sensor as the camera that's on the Mini 3 Pro.
1 2/3. Was it 1 2/3?
The Avata got the same camera on it?
I just got. Where the fuck is mine? Oh shit! I think I left it in my car. Damn! Thanks for reminding me. I left my Avata in the car. I gotta go get it. Anyway. Yeah. No, but I've the cameras. I'm actually going to be flying that on Tuesday at the San Jose Convention Center for Zoomtopia. I'm going to be there for 4 hours, and I'm going to fly the Mini 3, and I'm going to fly the Avata when there's nobody around. But I'm not going to use the Avata camera. I'm going to mount my GoPro bones on it because camera on the Avata is not.
Hey, Ron.
How you
So,
doing,
Well,
brother Dan?
I got this mounted. I got
veteran.
this already mounted on there. Someone did the whole mounting gig
Is that the
for me. I would have
bones?
showed you
right.
the Avada's in the car. I'll go show you. They did that NERC mount for me. Ethan, good dude, man. That's Ken Dono's business partner.
Let me go ahead and
Okay.
say hi to Mr. Dan, the joining veteran. We got
Well,
Mr. RL Photography,
I
Ron.
guess my question now, I don't know if you would know, Al, maybe Lon knows, is what type of glass or is it plastic that they're using on the FPV camera or the Vada? Because a lot of times that makes a difference in how sharp or clear a camera can be if they're using glass or they're using plastic.
Yeah,
For
that's a
the
good
action.
question. I
And
don't know
and
what the elements are. I'm
and,
assuming
and
if it
that's what I'm
was
saying.
plastic, it would be the shits.
Yeah, well, like I said, if it's plastic, it might be explain why you get a softer picture if it's plastic or something like that. Because that's why I tell folks about the the Phantom. That thing's glass through and through, and that's why I say even compared to the other drones that have came out since that is why it still gives you an excellent product at the end of the day because it's just a better quality built camera. Like I said, you can have the same size sensor, you can have a lot of different things, but if the glass, if what's supposed to be glass is just plastic, finely refined plastic, it's going to give you a softer look.
Well, their launch set right there, polycarbonate.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go grab my Avada because it's
All
in
right.
the car. I don't want my shit to get jacked.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that before they're breaking your shit. Go ahead. You know you live in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while you're
And,
out,
and like I say, polycarbonate is just a fancy word for plastic. Because that's what it is. It's just different materials that are still plastic at base, and it's not glass. And that might be the reason why you get a softer picture from the FPV and the Vada.
Yeah, because when it comes to again the GI FPV drill, the quality is all right, but it's not as nice as the other GPS drones that we have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The video just again is all right, but then like I think you gotta play with it too much to kind of make tweak it up to make it look really good.
Yeah, Lon said that the Vada has a 1.17, 1/1.7 sensor, which is even smaller than a 1 2/3.
Hey, brother Jay Santiago, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in, sir.
And that's what I'm saying, that it's a smaller sensor, so like I said, it doesn't capture as much as a larger sensor, which goes to the size of the drone itself. But my thing is, even with the size of the drone, if you have actual glass that is being used for the camera itself, that makes those slight difference in the quality of the picture.
Is that what the Phantom 4 Pro also has? Glass, Dre? Or is it
Yes,
plastic?
it's glass.
It's glass, okay.
Yes.
I know when it comes to mine, Dre, when I was because I got a set of 3 ND filters from Amazon for the actual drone, but I had already got it before you actually told me that with that one you don't really need any ND filter because the quality is so good on that Phantom 4 Pro. But
Yeah.
anyway, for me to go ahead and take that cover off,
Yeah.
it was hard, Dre. I had to literally get something really grippy for me to go ahead and get it off.
Yeah, and you gotta be careful when you put
Yeah, yeah.
a filter on or even the regular outside glass on. Don't torque it down. Just when it gets a little tight. That's it. That's
correct.
it.
Because what the only way I took it off is that my job provided me with like super grippy gloves. You know what I mean? So I had to literally go ahead and be careful because when I was doing, I was putting too much pressure on the gimbal. I didn't want to break it, so I finally got it loose. And now when I actually put it on, I kind of put it on to be it's a little hand tight, but not that much.
Yeah, like I said today.
A little bit.
Yeah, like I said today, I had to use a pair of vice grips because the one this guy sold me couldn't get the ND filter off. Man, I put a vice grips on it. And I was what's Lon trying to do? Oh,
Lon's trying to be technical, and they timed him out.
Why are you laughing at, Jim? I don't get it.
Lon was being technical, putting some numbers in and Nightbot.
Oh, okay, guy. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, he always do.
Yeah.
He's the technical support of DJI for all of us, I guess.
And that's why I was always impressed with the camera on the
That
original
looks pretty good. Look at
Mavic.
that.
Yeah, the camera on the original Mavic Air. It seemed like I believe that one had to have glass in it also, because that thing, no matter what time of day it is or whatever, dude, that thing always gave me an excellent picture when I had my original Mavic Air. And I said it was just a nice quality camera. I said the only thing held that drone back was the batteries. The only thing held it back.
Uh-oh. Nightbot went ahead and got on Lon's ass for doing something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we were talking about. Pay attention to your show. Oh, sorry, Adrian.
You
Sorry,
know
brother.
what, Matty? I don't know if he got a wrench or not. Hold on, let me see.
No, he doesn't.
I guess he don't. There it is. Now he does.
Oh,
I'll
God.
be damned.
Give him more power. That's all we need.
I thought he did this whole time. Now he does. There you
What
go.
happened?
You got it now? You good?
I guess
I did get
Lon, yeah, Lon was trying to do something in the chat, and I guess the Nightbot got on him.
Why do you have a
Yeah,
light
Nightbot
bot?
went ahead
Anyway?
and kicked his ass real quick.
That's you, ain't it?
Barkley,
Your
yeah,
stream.
you're correct. I got them all cut, not just one haircut. I got them all cut.
Look, this is what I was talking about. See that little adapter right there?
Yeah, the GoPro adapter on top.
The GoPro adapter. So that's for
Yeah.
a phone connected to.
Right.
And that's Dobo's jock strap and the thingamajig.
What's that little wire hanging out?
That's the power lead to this right here when I connect. When
Power
I
the
strap
camera.
it to top. That's it. Look.
Oh, for you to power on the camera. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's considerably a lot lighter than an original or a GoPro 10, correct, Al?
It is considerably lighter, but not as light as this. I could probably put this on there, but I don't think the mount would actually fit. This is a naked.
I
This
don't
one's
know
like
why
20
you get an
grams.
echo, Dan Jordan Veteran, because it don't sound like we have one here. How you doing, Mr. Unlimited Vertical? Thank you for popping in, buddy.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Might be your connection. I think everybody else is. Yes, I know, Barkley, you said plural. You're one of the few. Because everybody says you got a haircut. I said, no, I got them all cut.
I was going to ask Gary, because I know he still has his original Mavic Air, and
I got mine too,
Brent
Jack.
Area. Yeah, but you don't fly it like Gary flies his. When the last time you flew your air?
Oh.
Before you answer, what year was it?
2020.
There you go. There you go.
Pre-pandemic drone.
Yeah, at least I'm being honest.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
does YouTube Shorts count?
So, like I'm saying,
YouTube short.
Diaz, hold on a second. Let me welcome Mr. Michael Jones on RC Happy. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for popping in. So now, what were you saying, Diaz?
He said the YouTube Shorts count.
That's flight time right there. YouTube Shorts.
You barely get 8-10 minutes of a freaking battery in that thing. That's
What
it.
thing?
Yeah. I'm talking about the original Mavic Air. That's the only reason I got rid of it, because of the batteries. I used to love that thing. I didn't care about the noise. That thing goes and give you a great
It
picture.
was built like a tank.
Yeah, and I say it gave you a great shot no matter what. I never had a bad video with that drone.
You still have yours, don't you? Didn't you do a video like a month or 2 or 3 ago with it?
No, I traded my original Mavic Air for a Phantom.
Oh, okay. I think it was just
2 years ago.
Spark or some shit.
Yeah, I did some with a Spark. Yeah.
Yeah.
You cannot do a range test with 8 minutes of battery. That's right, Unlimited Vertical. But they tried, and I almost lost the damn thing.
Sport for 4 minutes and sport for 4 minutes back home.
There you go. See how far you go.
I took that thing out for a long joyride, Jim, and I almost lost it.
Really?
Thank God I actually found it.
Mm.
My Phantom, the farthest I ever went was 2 kilometers.
Mm.
2,000 meters.
Break down the mathematics. I'm in America. Use miles.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
So 1.5, 1.2 miles? Or am I completely off?
How many miles is 2 kilometers?
1.2.
1.25.
Yeah.
One
About
and
a
a
mile
quarter.
and a half,
One
give
and a
or
quarter.
take.
1.25.
That's not too bad.
Boopy-doo-doo-doo.
I'll put it to you like this, Al. When I was testing out that Phantom today in the wash, I was out over 8,000 feet.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the Wi-Fi one too, right? Because that's the V ones.
Yeah,
That's
I
good
know
for
the Wi-Fi.
those.
I thought they're original OcuSync, or maybe they are Wi-Fi, or what do you call it?
I think Light Bridge.
Light Bridge, yeah, Light Bridge.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I always have better connection where I live at with my Light Bridge drones than OcuSync drones.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Now, when I took that 30T
Nice,
out
yeah.
last week, I had to remind myself where I was at, dude. That thing would just took off, and I said I had up to over 50 miles per hour, and I looked down the screen, dude. I said, "Oh, I got to bring this thing back."
You can see that thing from far away though, because it's so much bigger.
That's what I'm saying. I could still see it, but I was down the road 2 miles, dude.
Wow, that's
2 miles.
impressive.
That thing was down the road 2 miles, and I only had it up for less than 10 minutes, and it already covered that much terrain that fast. I had to bring it back.
Here. Good night, Ken. Thank you for popping in, buddy.
Wow. I was telling Adrian a while back. I was thinking about doing a long range test and see if I can fly from the Glen Helen Regional Park back to my house, which is a total of 6 miles. It just landed in the backyard.
No, Mike. I haven't heard from those two little bastards since the last time, so they're not bothering me so far.
You shot them.
Yeah, there's no reason to bother you. They were harvesting. They harvested their weed already. You just happened to be flying the day they were doing it.
Is that what they're doing now?
Yeah, the day you were flying, that's what they were doing.
And the thing is that's not the first time I actually done. I do that a lot. But that day, I don't know, they were just out to, some bullshit.
Imagine you not getting along.
They're probably doing something they're supposed to be doing. Like you said, harvesting the little, whatever it is they're growing in there.
I just was amazed how you were talking about it the night before and how you tell me how you're going to do that the next time you run into issues. And lo and behold, you're doing a short or a stream with it happen. I was wondering if you paid your neighbors like $50 to do
that. Yeah.
A staged $1 million view video.
He was hoping to get it trending.
Is that what I actually paid him to be carrying? Is that what I did?
That's what I thought at first.
Okay. I guess you
For
and I
about
gonna
5
have a
seconds
talk after the stream.
About 5 seconds.
Okay. It was more like 15 minutes worth of arguing back and forth, but I only short it out to about a minute. I didn't want to post the whole thing because the cop was involved.
Yeah, he saved all the F-bombs.
Good cop, by the way.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mr. Andrew? Thank you for popping in, buddy. Really appreciate it, man.
Dude, if you were brandishing a weapon in California like that,
Professor Beauchard.
It would have been bad news for you, Adrian.
Yeah, well, I mean, in the state of Florida, I can actually have it showing in my property, not outside in public, on public road, but on my property, I can have it out in my hand, over my shoulder. Doesn't matter while the cop is there. It's not illegal. It's completely fine.
Now, last time I had it over my shoulder was in high school. Oh, that's a different subject.
How many decades ago was that?
Yeah.
55?
Ouch.
Andrew, that hat is a bird. It's not an X. Get that out there.
Sorry, was that a big ouch, Jimbo shot, or a little one?
Yeah, big one.
So that's what I get for trying to bless the unwanted Moses. What? Masters with knowledge. Nah, man. You are right now. Marty went ahead and told me that what I needed to do to stop that.
What did he say? What happened? Don't you activate the Nightbot? Aren't you the Nightbot?
I'm the one that did it.
he wasn't a moderator, and he was putting up some stats with a whole lot of characters. So Nightbot timed him out for using characters.
Nightbot went ahead and asked him, "Do you want to dance, Londinard?" So I had to give him a range for that to stop, I guess. Let me see. Yes, I do. I already say hi to you, Jim Droning. I've been saying that to you, buddy.
107 Drones puts up his message. I see on a lot of streams.
Yeah,
all you lurkers out there.
I know about Casey in
nice.
In
nice
Kentucky.
thinking.
You can actually have it open carry, which is good. They try to pass that over here in Florida, but they turn it down. The liberals turn it down. Dre, how's that big old boy treating you, man? I like that show that you did with it the other day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it ready to go all next week. We got rain 5 days straight.
Oh yeah, it's coming. We need it though. It hasn't rained here like that.
Yeah, we got rain coming 5. Pretty much, I would say it's actually going. Well, Al will probably catch more rain. It's coming out of the Gulf of Alaska, so he'll probably catch a full week. We'll probably get about 3 days down here. They say Monday, Tuesday, and a little bit Wednesday, but Al will probably get about full 5 days of it. But and that's what people understand, and that's one of the reasons why I went with the 30T is because of the all-weather capabilities of it. And for what, like I say, fires still happen when it rains. People set fires, especially homeless people, set fires to keep warm when the temperature drops, all this kind of stuff. So we got potential for fire hazards, all these different things. And even when, the drone needs to get up when it needs to get up. If we have any more hard rain, like we're talking about Tuesday coming up, we're talking about getting an inch of rain. We're talking about potential mudslides because of the fire season we always have, and the growth hasn't not come back to recover the ground. So we're talking about potential mudslides. So that's another reason. And everything.
I'll get you on those backhoes, Andre.
Oh yeah.
Me there, sir.
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing? Good to see you.
Doing good, Uncle Bill. Doing good.
Oh, good to see you. Also, my favorite people in here, and Jim. Hey, Jim. How are you, Adrian?
Great.
We're doing it right.
So that was all part of the plan when I made that purchase. Is that since it is a all-weather drone, pretty much that I could be available for fire or law enforcement or even for the city engineers in case of mudslides and things of that nature if they need to be.
So here's the big question, Dre. Now that the rain's coming, are you going to do a rain test with the M30T?
I was going to dude, I was about to do it last week. I was telling Adrian, I said, man, I might just go ahead and do a real world test of this thing in the rain. But I think I will get it out this week, either Monday or I don't know if I'm taking it out Tuesday. Tuesday will be pretty heavy, but I might take it out Monday and see how it does in the rain.
Nice.
And go from there.
Uncle Bill, what are you drinking?
Actually, I got a little left. I am drinking a blend of St. Brendan's Irish whiskey or Irish cream. Okay. It's it's like Bailey's, except it's not. It is from Ireland, and it's just as good, if not better, and it's only $13 a bottle. But anyway, St. Brendan's Irish cream, 50-50 with peanut butter whiskey.
I knew he's gonna have peanut butter somehow.
It's like a peanut butter cream. Well, I'm not a big peanut butter fan, but the peanut butter whiskey. It's like when I used to run restaurants, I would look for different recipes and like that. And there was a award-winning chili out of Texas. I mean, they're big chili. Texas is big on chili. Mm-hmm. And they had these big statewide contests and like that. And the winning recipe was actually put online. And his secret to take the acid edge off the chili, he actually put peanut butter in the chili. And it sounds strange, it sounds weird, but you put a little bit of it in there, takes the acid edge off, it rounds the flavor out, but it didn't taste like peanut butter. It still tasted like chili. So that's what you do with whiskey. So I have a mix.
No, I know mine's not a real secret thing, but my wife and I have dabbled in some chili recipes, and we always put just maybe a quarter cup of sugar to take that acidity out.
Right.
And
Now there's
and I
sugar and
guess,
peanut butter, so I mean, I'm sure that's part of it.
right,
And,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and
and
like I say, and my wife has won a couple of chili cook-offs, local, because
really cool.
people don't realize the human body always craves sugar, and that little bit of sugar makes people like, it's got that heat like chili, got a little spice like chili, but I want to keep eating it because it's got a little bit of that sweetness in it.
Well,
Yep.
it's a funny thing because now my mother's side is Italian, and then when she divorced my Irish father, she remarried an Italian, but they're from different regions of Italy. One
Mm-hmm.
was way up north, the other was way down south, so they did their sauces differently,
Mm.
or gravies as we call them in New Jersey. But
Oh.
anyway, one put a little bit of sugar in
Mhm.
her gravy,
Right.
tomato gravy, and the other one actually used a little baking soda to knock the
Okay.
acid off from the tomatoes.
Right.
And
Right.
they were both,
The
don't get me
acidity.
wrong, both incredible, both delicious,
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
that's what they did. And anyway, but you couldn't tell there was sugar in them. You don't get
Yeah.
dessert.
Right.
Is your
Go
Oh,
ahead,
I'm
Al.
sorry, Pedro. I was going to ask Bill, is this beverage hot or cold? How are you
Cold,
drinking it? Okay,
cold.
because
Yeah.
it's in a coffee mug.
Just in a coffee mug.
Well,
Okay.
it's because I was on Adrian's show earlier, so I got the Adrian Mateo. I mean, not Adrian. I'm sorry, Artco. Excuse me, Adrian. I
Oh, yeah, nice
apologize.
cup. Nice.
I don't have your mug. I'm sorry,
Oh, wow.
Throwing
Adrian.
insults around like that? Wow.
How you doing,
Adrian,
big five guys on drone? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for
do you have
popping
a
in.
mug, or Adrian, that I can buy?
Huh?
Do you have a mug that I can buy?
No.
Oh,
No merch.
screw you. So
No
anyway,
merch.
No merch. He's
I was
thinking
trying
about
to
getting that X on his hat as a logo for
I
his
don't.
channel.
It's a bird. It's
I
not
mean,
an
the bird.
X.
Sorry.
I was trying to
It's a
get some
bird.
mugs made
X
for the
bird,
winter time,
yeah.
but
It's a bird, not an X.
my supplier didn't
Okay.
come through.
It's a sketchy ass bird, but okay. That's a
Yeah.
bird. We got it.
Here comes a falcon.
It's okay. It's a beautiful hat. I love it. Adrian, you have no merch to sell?
No.
Well, look, it's a
Because
hummingbird.
I would buy it. I'd even buy some for Jim to have.
I bet you will. When I have some, I'll let you be. The
I don't have a drone.
I'll be right at the front of that line, brother. I will.
I got plenty of coffee mugs. I just don't have a drone.
Well, we got to get you a drone. That's not right.
Get that
Hey,
link
Mr.
started.
Joe
Let's get
How
him.
you doing, buddy?
GoFundMe.
No,
Go fund that drone.
I was talking to him, but just getting him a little like mini SC just to keep him going. He's like, "That's not a drone." What did you say? Like you would turn your nose up or something to a $300 drone. That's not a drone.
I want something
Why not?
small to play with. I'll look in my pants.
How you doing, Joe Fontoleo? Thank you for popping in, buddy. Oh my God,
Yeah, you crashed and burned that a long time ago.
Jim, Mr. Uncle Medium. We're talking about drones, not what you have in your pants, sir.
Yeah, all right then.
Okay.
Mini 3, no Mini 3 though, Jim. You're not interested.
Say, give him a medium.
I would, but to be honest, I think I'd really like the Avata more than the Mini 3.
Avada! Thank you.
Ah,
I have a
Avada!
drink in my hand.
That's right.
I wasn't going to drink anymore, but now I have to. Thank you. It's your fault.
You're
ah.
motivating. You get me. Might want to get up and get a shot right now.
I'm going to feel like shit tomorrow.
Lon, I don't have a hardship. I just don't have a drone.
That's called a hardship. Just to
You
let
know-
you know, Jim.
It's an unfortunate circumstance, but it's not a hardship.
I can send you my Tello.
Oh,
Hey, Jim. Actually, you should have done this. Nope.
Oh no, that's Uncle Bill. I wouldn't be that mean.
I was thinking about, what? I hardly use my Mini 2 anymore, which I still love, but I Dare 2S, and now I'm doing the FPV. I was going to send it to him, but he just was so dismissive of sub 250 drones.
really?
He's just a big shot. Yeah.
Jimmy
That's
don't
good.
drive used vehicles.
Right. You don't drive anything at all.
Oh,
Probably be cheaper.
hey, Jim, just tell me you don't fly under 55.
Hey, Dre. Hey, Dre, I hear my daughter crying. I'll be right back.
All right, man.
I don't drive. 255.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well,
And
I
that's,
want to
that's a
stay. I want
shame.
to stay with the big boys. He wants to fly with the big boys. Nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, you want to
That's
fly
right.
like a bird, fly like an eagle. You got to learn how to soar, baby.
You got to crash
it.
into the ground. You want to make a divot.
Golf, that's what I'll do. No, I can't. My leg wouldn't be able to handle that either.
Fly Zone Joe, that's Michael or his brother Sergio?
That's
Or
Michael.
I got-
Sergio
That's
has
What's
Michael.
up, Michael? Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
It'll actually say Sergio in the name.
Okay.
When it's Sergio.
All right.
But if you say it to one telepathically, they like the other one
Yeah,
hears it.
Well,
They're twins. Like me and Jim, we're twins.
Yeah.
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 Born a few years apart, but you know, Mom had staying power.
That's right.
No, we got to get you a drone, Jim.
No, we don't. I can wait for Christmas or the spring. It's going to be so cold and not worthy of flying anything anyway up here.
Isn't it almost Christmas? The Christmas songs are on the radio already.
Yeah.
and Costco's all decorated.
We're right past Thanksgiving.
The
Boom.
Hallmark Channel, Jesus Christ, every freaking night.
Mm.
Christmassy this, Christmassy that.
I got rid of the Hallmark channel. I dropped my streaming service that had the Hallmark channel on it. And while I was paying for it every month, I just realized that, oh, you don't even watch these channels anymore, do you? No. Oh, almost like a year ago. Okay, let's drop that one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got it because it had Hallmark and what's the other women's networks that are like that?
Women's Network.
They had that one. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. She wasn't watching it. She's been watching Chinese soap operas.
Oh,
She doesn't speak Chinese. She doesn't speak Chinese. I don't know. They're kind of interesting. You know, you got to read the subtitles. So it's
I thought it was the
helping with
novellas.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know about the novellas. So I know
Novellas.
about the Chinese. ones.
they're actually really good. You know, I've been drawn into them. I watch them myself, and
Are they as dramatic as the novellas? Because novellas,
you know, the ones that I like are the ones that are set in like the 1700s and the 1800s with the. I don't know about the novellas, but but these they're set in the emperor and the concubines and the you know, and it's some of it's based on it's historical fact because I've actually looked up some of these people that they're representing in these things, and they did exist, and it's just interesting.
Well, Bill, those are not we call it soap operas. Those are old kung fu movies.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute. That sounds like the movies I watch Saturday morning.
No kidding. Yeah, you know, old kung fu movies. When they talk about hello.
Not quite.
Every movie list. How are you?
You know, all I know is all
Your
the
kung fu is strong.
all the Chinese female actresses in these things don't look real. They are so beautiful. They're just unbelievable. So, but that's got nothing to do with why I watch them at all. No. They're actually quite interesting. You know, it's just amazing, and the culture. You know, and you can tell like the different time periods from this dynasty, that dynasty, this dynasty. So I'm watching. I like history. I mean, half the time I go to bed at night, I put the phone on the stand next to the bed, and I fall asleep watching historical documentaries on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's what I've discovered. I'm watching more YouTube than streaming television.
Well, speaking
Why
of
should I
that,
pay for those?
Bill, I want to make sure everybody sets their clock back tonight so you don't wake up late tomorrow.
Oh, it is tonight. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for reminding us. Well, like I said, I like watching documentaries. I was going to tell you a good Chinese movie. This is a legit movie called Red Cliffs. It takes up 2 DVDs to watch it, dude. It is a good storyline, good movie and stuff.
Bob says he watches a lot of Japanese, Korean, Chinese shows.
Well, like I said, when I come home and I can hear the Chinese coming out the front of the house, like, what the hell are you watching? You understand what they're saying? Because she speaks a little Chinese. My wife's Filipino, and she speaks a little Chinese. You understand what you're saying? No. Why are you watching it? It's good. I like it. So I just like kind of laughed at it, and I just sit there in the living room and started watching. It's like, this shit's interesting as hell. Just what these people went through to get to the different tiers and the different. I don't know. I'll send you links, Jim, sometime if you want interested in watching something a little different. And
You tried getting
and just these people, how they would just like take them away, and they're dead. Like the emperor sent them away, which means, and like nothing, like swatting flies.
Jim, just be sure to pick up that bottle of Irish cream before you watch it.
Well, that does help a little bit. No. I'm telling you, it's very interesting stuff.
Well, like my favorite.
I'm not
movie,
talking about the silly stuff where they fly through the air. His kung fu is strong. And he goes like this, and then people they all fly through the. I mean, that shit's on there too.
Those are the best ones.
Which is we kind of laugh and have fun with that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones that are actually kind of realistic, which are based on actual true stories. I enjoy that stuff.
Well, I'm sure you enjoy History of the World Part 1. It's good to be the king.
It's good to be the king. Harvey Korman. Oh, piss boy.
No, it's Count de Monet.
And you call the guy over, you bring the bucket, he pisses. Piss boy. And he throw the tip in the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
See, Lon's has seen Red Cliffs. He's gonna, excellent movie. Red Cliffs is an excellent movie.
Gonna have to look that up.
Yep.
Check it out. Have to check it out.
But anyway. I was so hurt that they didn't make a History of the World Part 2 though. I was hurt because I wanted to see Hitler on ice.
How about the 2,000-year-old man? That cartoon? Did you watch that one?
No, I didn't watch that one.
Mel Brooks, check it out. Also very funny.
Yeah.
And he talks about the creation of flags. Every cave had its own flag. He talks about singing. How everything's fear. How was this created? Fear. That's true. I mean, everything is through fear. But fear. How to singing? There's a lion eating my foot. Would somebody call a cop? And then they all start singing. Yeah, I'm sorry. This does not do it justice. You have to watch it. Mel Brooks has got some funny shit out there.
Well, we'll all make sure we leave this meeting on a high note, though, okay?
Yeah, man. It's not all Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein. There's a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
It's true, you Teutonic twamp. Oh, God. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd stop in and say hello. I saw my buddy.
Well, we always appreciate you stopping by.
I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, thank goodness.
A hostess with the mostess.
He's busy making black bean sandwiches.
Check if that little one was crying. She's all right. What was that, LDS?
Oh, no.
Nothing at all.
I think all I heard was blah, 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 but fucking blah.
It actually was blah, blah, blah.
It really was. We were just shooting the shit like guys in the living room having a.
How you doing, Mr. Wayne B? Thank you for popping in, buddy. Really appreciate it, man. We got quite the crowd this evening. I think they all here to see Mr. Jim Beauchard. Tell us a story.
No.
About the drone.
Nope.
Yeah, there's 24 people still in here. Imagine that.
How many? 24? 44?
24. I think. I don't know. I got to read.
No, I didn't quite hit 40 on this tonight yet, Jim. Not yet.
When you say
the highest was like 34, 35.
What's the most you ever gotten?
About 69, 70.
Wow.
I stop at 69. I have too much fun.
Okay, so about 69.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Not the precision, Jim.
Oh,
People watching.
Oh, sorry.
What's the speed limit for making love?
So, like I was saying, Jim,
68, because 69, you got to turn around and go the other way. Okay, I'm sorry, Adrian. Go ahead. I'll be right back. I'm not quite drunk enough.
Get my beer.
What's up? What were you gonna say, Adrian?
That's funny.
What was that, Jim?
You were gonna. That's what I'm saying. What were you gonna say? You called my name.
Never mind. Phew.
Right.
That left the building. I forgot.
All right. Send me a TikTok, will you? I need a good laugh. I'm just over 400 followers. Oh, well, not me, Uncle Extra Medium. 400 followers on TikTok now.
Well, on TikTok, I have like 72 now, so it's going up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think I have like over 1,200 likes or 1,300 likes of people liking my videos.
What is that, a beret?
It's growing.
You see, this is
Nothing
my
against
wonderful
your
wife.
cooking, but that looks pretty burnt, dude.
Yeah.
This is flatbread. My wife took some flatbread.
Let's see.
And
Let's
see it again.
she made pizza out of it.
Let me see
Little
it again,
sauce.
Uncle
Made
Bill.
with
cheese.
love.
No, I heated it
okay.
up in the microwave. I kind of burnt it a little bit, but it's
Wait a minute.
not
What
the
the hell's
microwave. I
that
heated it
stuff
up in
on?
the toaster oven.
Is
But
that
it's
a
got
Cheese whiz.
cheese
it's
whiz on
got
pizza?
no. Don't be silly. It's
What is
flatbread
that?
with a little sauce. It's got
jalapeno.
the jalapenos, the banana peppers. It's also got white chicken because she bought some chicken, breaded chicken from Publix, so she pulls the meat off. So she put chicken on there and some bacon. And dude, this is slamming, seriously.
Nice.
So we got a whole tray of it in there. I just reheated them, toaster oven. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Flatbread makes a good pizza if you do it right.
Crispy.
Still didn't get my drink.
And I had chicken wraps for supper. Yum. Yeah, Charles.
But actually, I had some Cuban food, and it was delicious.
Oh yeah, what'd you eat?
I actually know some Cubans that do not know how to cook, Jim, which sucks.
Just to let you know, black beans and Wonder Bread is not a Cuban delicacy.
So
Just to let you know, because I'm Cuban and I've never heard of that shit.
I've never had Cuban food. I wouldn't know.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Aldiaz, I promise to God that I will never do nothing in front of you no more, you son of a bitch. I'm not doing that no more. You talk a lot of shit, man. Hey, Jim, he don't never let nothing pass.
I know.
I'm telling you, I would never do nothing I want to do it again.
That's Jim. Jim, have you ever had a black bean sandwich?
Jim,
Ray, you ever had a black bean?
Jim,
No,
that
dude.
night I was starving, and the only thing I could think about is eating a snack. I said, I got some bread and some black beans. Let me go ahead and eat it. And it was fucking delicious. But all the years I've been riding my ass about that since he saw me do it. Same thing like Matt. Matt went ahead and saw me cut a piece of my sandwich with a spoon. I just did that just for the hell of it. Dude, and that was like 3-4 years ago. And he's never let it go yet.
I think Al's got the same sense of humor as me. I'd get along great. That's funny.
Yeah. I was more like when he was talking to me on FaceTime, I was more like looking at his sandwich and looking at him talking.
He like, Adrian, is that fucking black beans and bread? What the fuck are you doing?
That's not a
I ain't
snack.
never seen nobody eat that shit before.
That's not a snack. That's a whole month's worth of food in Ethiopia.
You're paying for it at the end of the night.
Ooh,
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's comfort food for me is peanut butter and jelly. I
yeah.
don't know about no black beans and bread, dude. I mean, I'll eat a syrup sandwich first.
We got black beans and rice in the refrigerator too. She makes all kinds of food.
Or mayonnaise sandwich or something like that, right?
Must
Fucking
be
black beans.
jelly because Jan don't jiggle like that.
Yeah, I'm just like,
But yeah,
So it's got some onions on it, some banana peppers, some jalapenos, chicken, cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, and tomato.
Yeah.
Not bad.
are you
Homemade
done
pizza.
eating it yet?
Hmm?
Are you done?
Oh yeah, I had one.
eating it yet?
I had one. I'm not going to eat this on camera.
Okay.
So,
He's not gonna
unless
do
you
what
want me
Adrian
to.
does.
You want to watch me eat this, Adrian?
No, thank you.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know what you're into. And
It's Adrian's mukbang.
it's one thing I don't have to worry about coming home is eating food. You know, it's funny, and then I'll eat all this food. She makes me ridiculous portions. My wife, she'll make adobo, or she'll make menudo, or she'll make which
Nice.
are ethnic, Filipino and ethnic
Adobo
food.
is good. That's
Oh
some
yeah,
good shit.
adobo rocks, and she'll make lasagna, but she reaches over my side. She makes whatever she knows I like. She'll make stuffed pork chops, whatever. And I'll come home and she'll make me these gigantic plates. It's like, honey, that's enough for a small family. You don't have to eat it all. Well, she knows I'm going to. So that's a sin. I was raised that way. You can't leave food,
Okay.
once you start eating, you got to finish it.
It's made with,
And then she'll tell me how fat I am. You got to lose weight. Okay. You made me a 4-pound dinner last night. You got to lose weight.
That's my excuse why I'm so fat. Is I keep marrying good cooks. Multiple.
But this was a treat. Like I said, there's sausage and peppers in there. There's all kinds of food in there.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Be careful out there, man.
Is there any special rules? You can fly out there or anything like that? Can you, or do you have to?
Costa Rica,
I'm sure
can you fly a drone out
probably
there?
found out what it is. Aldias, because I know every country does have the little rules about drones.
Yeah. Nice. Have fun.
It sounds like he's going to eat. Did you read that again?
Oh yeah, but I'm sure he's gonna take his drone with him too. I'm sure
Okay.
he is.
Okay.
Hey,
Just don't
Jim,
eat the black bean and Wonder Bread sandwich.
first of all, it was not Wonder Bread.
I had some Dominican food at a Dominican restaurant in St. Cloud.
Did it matter what the name of the bread was? It was bread.
Of course
bread,
not. But it was not Wonder Bread.
I don't want to give it a color name. I just want to call it.
Give it a color.
White bread, brown bread,
Wonder Bread. Yeah, I don't want to go that route.
crusty bread, bunny bread. What the hell's bunny bread?
Aldias, you know you're a jackass, right?
Who?
I just want to put that out there.
Who's a
Don't ever-
jackass?
Just don't
Aldias
ever
is
eat
a
that.
real jackass.
Yeah.
No, we're all
I would never-
jackasses. We
I would
wouldn't be
never
on your channel if we
FaceTime
weren't.
somebody and call them to talk to them with a bean sandwich in my hand. That's why I'm gonna bring it up all the time. 'Cause that's a form of disrespect.
So Adrian is now Bean Boy.
Bean sandwich boy.
Bean Boy.
You guys like that ethnic food? You like black beans and rice and stuff like that?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
love
stuff
good
is
black
good.
beans
It's
and
great.
rice. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah. But that's that black
My wife
beans
was
go
making
with
it
rice,
yesterday.
not
She
with
goes,
bread.
"Oh, black beans and rice. Who's that for?" She said, "Me." Her. It's okay.
Matter of fact, that's what I ate tonight.
Is it?
Black beans, rice, and goat. That was delicious.
Go.
Goat. Yes, that shit was delicious.
Goat?
Like I've heard, like
Goat.
pork,
Where exactly?
like
where
pernil. I've
the
never.
heck do you buy goat meat?
Yeah.
Where do you buy goat meat, Adrian, to eat?
You never ate it before, and you live in Florida, Bill?
Goat meat? No. Mm-mm.
Man,
In-
you crazy as fuck. Yeah,
In
that shit-
Brampton here, in my city, you can get it anywhere. That's what they
Yeah?
eat. That's what
Really
they
go? Cuban people, you go.
Get the hell
I knew
outta
that.
here.
I'm Cuban.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
eat.
First of all, that Cubans eat goats too, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I know about pork.
No, I know people eat all kinds of crazy. People.
Maybe
Hey,
goat cheese.
my mother's side's Italian. They'll eat if it lives. They'll eat it. If it breathes, they'll eat it. My wife, if it swims in the ocean, she'll eat it. I understand. It's meat. Meat's meat.
Here
I
in
don't
Florida,
necessarily. I don't have a problem with eating goat meat. I just didn't know it was readily available.
Florida, in just about every Spanish restaurant you go to, they sell goat meat, and
Really?
you
I never-
eat the fuck out of it.
Goat.
That meat is delicious when you know how to
Really?
cook it.
Damn, you sure it was goat?
Okay.
And not like lamb?
I like
Again,
lamb.
it was goat.
Is it the same? I don't know. Educate me.
Well, lamb's really gamey.
I don't know
But
what the hell it is. I just
Yeah.
know it's goat meat. That's what the lady said it is. That's what I went by. It's goat
I've
meat.
never, yeah, man, I never
wow.
knew that. Yeah, goat
Wait, you
cheese.
just, the lady, you just made it sound like you eat it all the time. He's full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is.
Do a lot of things to goats, but not.
He's trying to get our goat.
Hey,
Now, was it
Jim,
a goat stew, Adrian? Was it a goat stew?
It
or
was
was it
the
like-
stew meat. Yes.
Really, it was the greatest of all time. Really,
Perhaps they're talking about this stew is the greatest of all time. Maybe that's what they meant.
No.
And it was actually horse. I've had horse.
Leave the whores off the show. They're not here.
I know, but they were appreciative when I ate them. I've had buffalo, like bison. Have you had that, Adrian?
No.
Really? That's common. You could buy a whole freezer full of it.
About to wake you up.
It's full of crap. Bison is more common than goat. How much dog have you eaten?
I'm being quiet. Talk. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's a weekly occurrence with this guy.
Oh,
Dre. I don't even know how you deal with it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Dre, have you had goat?
Nope.
No, me either. How about, Al, how about you?
What was that?
You guys are speaking a foreign language. to
Goat?
me.
I've had goat cheese, but I'm Cuban and I've never
Goat
had
cheese,
fucking
absolutely, but
meat.
goat itself.
No, I've never had it.
I'll
Never
put you
had
like
Jimmy.
this: if it didn't come from Stater Brothers, Kroger's, which out here we call Rouse and stuff,
Okay.
Dre don't eat it. If I can't tackle it at the butcher shop in one of the aisles off the shelf, it don't say Vandy Camps, Green Giant, one of them folks I grew up with. Dre ain't eating it.
It ain't kosher. It ain't for me. Well, how about you, Jim? How about you? Have you had goat?
I have not, and because, like I say, in my city, there's a large portion of East Indian people, and they eat curried goat, and it just stinks. I hate curried anything. Just no, I won't ever. I'll die of starvation before I'll eat that.
So Adrian talks about goat being like everywhere, and
Is
I've
it?
never seen it on a menu or anywhere.
Oh, like I said, you go out here in California, you go to these little small mom and pop, Latino places and stuff. You'll see all kind of stuff, El Pastor, tongue and all this kind of stuff.
Oh,
Say,
Tongue. I mean, a guinea's
I'm
eat tongue. I mean,
I'm like, not
the
having
Jews, the Jewish people, the guineas, we all eat tongue, but and I mean that's different parts of the cow though. The tongue is a cow, or a cat, or a steer, whatever.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen goat. I'll have to have it now. I have to eat goat.
Oh God, it's
I don't feel complete anymore.
Well, apparently you guys have a lot of it out there in Florida at restaurants. So.
Clearly, and it's because I haven't been eating it, so there must be a lot of it. And people eat cat and dog too, but that doesn't mean I want to eat it.
Right.
Goat. But if I'm hungry enough, I'll eat anything. It's okay. I tell you what's interesting though is it like the steamer places where you get the steamed seafood and all that stuff. You guys are a really good place in town. So when you guys come down to the South Florida Drone Meetup in April, who's coming? Are you, Jim? Are you really?
I really, really think I am.
I would like to go. It's just such a far flight, man. I'm not much getting on a plane and flying.
Jim,
to go fly my drone. I mean,
if it's financially an issue and if it helps you at all, you're welcome to stay at my place, Jim.
Well, I appreciate that, but
that's awesome.
I mean, you'll have to do the dishes and laundry and shit, but still, you can stay here.
Would you give him a ride on your bike?
No, if I get on the back of that, it'll pop over.
Oh, that thing.
You can ride bitch on the back of my bike. That's okay. That's no problem.
Beauchard bitch.
That's it. Whatever I can do to help.
It's a matter of
to have you.
time off because I've got zero vacation. I'm not back to work till the new year, and then saying I want a time off in April might be tough. So,
well, unless things continue on the way they are.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, let's hope your leg's still fucked up in April. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. Tell my surgeon.
I hope you're better by then. I hope you're better by next week so that they give you some vacation time in April. We'll do it the right way.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and meet up with Adrian. We'll have some goat meat.
Yeah. Wow. The other side of the coin is come January, I get 6 more sick days. So maybe I'll just be sick in Florida.
I'll tell you want to be sick in Florida.
Yeah. Drink myself silly. I don't have a drone to fly.
We'll go to that steamed seafood place.
Okay.
I haven't done that's the first time I took my dad there. First time I did it. It's like $100, but it was good. The places are expensive. Fresh seafood in the big steamer bags. They
I'll drop them on the
call me?
table.
It could have been all the
Oh,
booze I
baseball.
drank, but I think it was the seafood.
Well, gentlemen, I don't know when Adrian's going to get back, but it's about that time for us to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to
All
go
right.
ahead and give everybody a chance to say what they need to say. We'll start with Uncle Bill.
I got nothing to say.
Okay. Hanger shout outs or anything?
Yeah, I'll throw my hand. 10 o'clock Sunday night, Eastern, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Come and see me and Jim. This guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pointing at the bike. Now I'm pointing at Jim. And the bike and Jim. Come on, 10 o'clock. Whatever. Sunday night. Come see Uncle Bill's Toys. We'll be giving away stuff again. In fact, it showed up in my garage. I'll be sending it to Canada. Anyway, Alexis is just giving it all away. And we're all sucking it up. But don't come there just for that. Come there for the camaraderie and the friendship.
Comedy gold.
The comedy gold, the fun times. Jim Beauchard in a big diaper and an old man mask. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff there. We do.
All right. Okay. Uncle Extra Medium.
Well, I'd cut with anybody listening, or that you pass it on to the drone community. I'm curious if anybody has a DJI Osmo 4 to do a test with a Phantom to see if they get any kind of connectivity alarm, if that's any kind of interference with each other. I'd be curious to see if somebody
Back, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Shut up. We're saying good night. All right. Mr. Al Diaz.
I don't care what Adrian says. Black beans and Wonder Bread is not Cuban food. Good night, everyone.
All right. Like I said, I'll be last here besides our original host, Mr. Adrian. Like I say, look forward. We got some inclement weather coming this week to Southern California, so I do plan on getting some footage with the M30T. DCI gets out, and I'll probably either do a short and a regular full-length video, but maybe with Adrian's favorites with some actual screen capture on it, and we'll see what happens.
Screen recording.
Recording, that's what you call it. That's what you call it, screen recording. I never seen somebody get so excited. I'm like porn to him. All right, Adrian, take us out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I really appreciate the love and support. Uncle Bill, you came in late, but thank you, sir, for the input, for your laugh.
Well, you invited me at the end of your show, so I mean that's how that goes.
Okay, so thank you, Jim Bush, for being here. Aldiaz, Ricardo, and Drone, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much. Aldiaz, I'll be calling you in about 5 minutes, so I need some
Leave me
help.
alone. Bye, everyone.
I need some
Don't
help.
bug me. Don't fucking bug me. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
night.
I'll see y'all
Good night.
later. Thank
Good
you.
night.
We're still on.